Kubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. I am Tata Punch. Price starting at 5.80 lakhs. Ringkat bat ka net foodish. Ordar mapi nginwan ra amangi hakir dobyeng jongpi.
Unongelam Jong All India Trinamool Congress u Abhishek Bannerjee hakasngi balanga arpu khandai tarik ubanai jilleo arajar arpu ar ula Kynthoh ting ye National People's Party da kabaong bakadai tang ka sarkar Tyngshop bala kharwat shabi da Bharatiya Janata Party u Abhishek Bannerjee u badairu National General Secretary Jong Trinamool Congress ula penmi ye kana jing Kynthoh habakran ha jing ye kendo lang jong kindong kit kam na kitnat trekam bapher Jong Trinamool Congress kabalalong ha ususo tham auditorium Shillong. Shushu ula Kynthoh ru ba kaniga jilla Meghalaya ya kabala tip kum ka jaka shong kilo Henry minta kala kala long penban ka jilla ka bapau bha ha ka bam sap bampong. Hashwa kaniga jingya kendo lang bat kinong kit kam jong ka Trinamool Congress u Abhishek ula plipat ba ya ka office tray kam jong ka party ka badan halo Lashmir Shillong ha kabala sakhi lang da president upa Charles Pingrop u nongelam jong yang persya Dr. Mukul Sangma kinong pet perman jong ke parti tiba Kynthoh ya manas buyan bat usabya sachi datta bat kiwei.
The goal of the All India Trinamool Congress, a part of our big family. I urge all those who want Meghalaya to be a progressive and transformative state to join us and to be the change and also wish to be the light to overshadow the darkness that is plaguing our state of Meghalaya. I am thankful to the people of Meghalaya for extending their support to the All India Trinamool Congress, and I am sure this support will only increase in the months and years to come. The word Trinamool means grassroots. Therefore, we are the People's Party who represents the grassroots. Trinamool Congress is a pro-people's party by the people, of the people and for the people. We wish to be the light to overshadow the darkness that is plaguing our state at this moment. The All India Trinamool Congress has stepped in at a very critical juncture in our state's rich political history. At this juncture, people have lost hope and are looking towards their own leaders with contempt. The people of Meghalaya are aspiring for a new leadership that will bring back the lost glory of our people and our state. The abode of clouds is being taunted as a haven for the corrupt and people with a clouded mindset. We are here to bring change, and I'm very happy to see today, through all of you present here, that you have decided to bring the change that the people are praying and hoping for. I profusely thank, at this stage, our party leadership, especially the Honorable Chairperson, Srimati Mamta Bannerjee, for placing her trust and faith in us. As leaders of this vibrant and young Trinamool Congress, we need to march ahead with confidence, humility, integrity, and a strong vision for our people. Together, we have gathered here to send the message. The message is, come and join us. Let us work together for a better Meghalaya and a people's Meghalaya. As party leaders from districts and constituencies, you have a big responsibility now towards our people till we attain victory in 2023.
Under the present dispensation, the state has become infamous for all the wrong reasons, for all the wrong things, for the alleged irregularities, corruption, scams, too many to mention here. The insensitivity that we see in the attitude of the government, the constant denial mode to all those issues which have been brought before the government is a reflection of their complicity in the whole alleged irregularities and corruption. robbing the state of its scarce resources with well-orchestrated modus operandi, denying the salary of employees their dues, forcing our teachers to run from pillars to posts, to the extent of resorting to agitation, displacing and depriving our local entrepreneurs by bringing and monopolizing selective outsiders, thereby dislocating their whole career path as entrepreneurs, denying the youth, the job seekers, their deserving jobs, and thereby robbing them of what is due for the youth. How many thousands of jobs are lying vacant, and the refusal of the government to provide that opportunity for the youth to take advantage of those vacancies. Forget about new creation of jobs, but we are talking about the denial of the government to give the job opportunities to the youth by filling up those thousands of vacancies. Is it not the robbing of the youth of the state? Once reputed as educational hub, is now being reduced to a gambling den, which every individual of this state must oppose and collectively fight to stop. We are aware of what is happening in the interstate boundary with Assam and Meghalaya. How this insensitive and inept government, who have not tried to understand the in-depth complexities associated with these interstate border areas of difference, have gone ahead just to dance to the tunes of the counterpart, the BJP government of Assam, against the interests of our own Jait Panryu, pushing our people to the other state with complete insensitivity, alienating our land, alienating our tribal lands, land which is well protected by the provision of the Constitution, the 6th schedule. Is it not a big betrayal? Therefore, this is time for us to come together and fight against those liars and betrayers. And Trinamool Congress stand here as the only opposition, because in the House of 60, as we see, how many are there in the opposition? All those members who have been elected by our beloved people of the state to take the responsibility of determining destiny of the state. Today, how many are here who stand as the only force to fight against this insensitive, inept and corrupt government? A government which is insensitive to the poor, to the mothers, to the street vendors, to the people with disabilities, the single mothers. How it is so insensitive to even people who are affected by the unimaginable trauma of natural calamity. I am saddened to say that even as I talked today before coming here, I was receiving SOS call from the people that not even a single grain has reached some of the most affected people who have lost their houses. Restore the past glory of this beautiful state. To be honest to the aspirations and expectations of our people and ensure that we have a secure future for our generation next. To our beloved children and grandchildren, let us all come together and stop this insensitive, anti-government, anti-people government. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, we must. We must because we love our state. Yes, we must because we love our people. Yes, we must because we love our children and grandchildren. Therefore, Trinamool Congress is providing this platform to bring the indispensable change, the change which must come, because we do not want to see the state to have the disastrous future, but we want to ensure, as members of this great parivar who have demonstrated across the nation under the dynamic and committed and selfless leadership of Mamata Didi and her lieutenant Abhishek Bannerjee, that we can fight against all forces and we can overcome all challenges and we can prevail. I salute all our friends who have come here, and my big apology on behalf of my party comrades, for we have not been able to give you enough seats to sit here today. and be part of this great program. Many of you are standing outside. How many hours you must have been standing? But as I've said, there is no shortcut when we want to build a state. When we want to help our people, when we want to serve our people with utmost sense of commitment, dedication, sincerity, and honesty.
So whoever has come and joined the meeting virtually or physically, my big thanks to each one of them. I'm grateful to each one of you, to the workers of Trinamool, especially to the people of Meghalaya, a land of great possibilities, for your warm and enthusiastic welcome. A big thanks and a round of applause to the state committee, to the state president, Charles Pingrove, Dr. Sangma, the leader of the opposition, the state in charge, Dr. Manas Ranjan Bhuiya, the co-in-charge, Shobhoshachi Datto, every MLA present on the stage, the coordinators, conveners, block presidents, committee members, representatives, MDCs, thank you very much for coming and making Trinamool stronger and believing in Trinamool. I thank each one of you for the warm welcome, for the love, for the affection, and the kind of gratitude that you have showered upon me on the very first visit of the state. As I go back today, I will not just go back with this very dress that you have felicitated me with. I will go back with a bag full of memories. I'll go back with a mind full of possibilities. I'll go back with a heart full of optimism and determination. I will go back with a conviction that Meghalaya is on the cusp of independence again. And come what may, although elections are 6 months apart, but come what may, we have the people's love and affection. And in democracy, people say the last word, not the ruler. So the kind of love and affection that we have experienced in today's meeting, I am overjoyed with your love and support. And as you know, a strong opposition is the need of the hour to keep the current incumbent, and for that matter, any incumbent, in check. And to make sure that the party which was voted to power way back in 2018 is performing its duties, remaining within the ambit of Constitution, and is delivering on its promises made before the electoral process. The NPP government, on the other hand, has completely ignored the state, interest of the people residing in the state, and has been a mere proxy and a puppet in the hands of BJP. Meghalaya is a land of possibilities. As Mr. Pingrove was rightly saying, the abode of clouds has become the heaven for corrupt. We have to change that. Meghalaya will not bow down before Gujarat and Delhi. Meghalaya will not compromise on its self-respect. Meghalaya will not be cowed down by threats from Delhi and Madhya Pradesh. Every Meghalayan will live his life with utmost respect, dignity. You see Meghalaya's geographical position. Meghalaya is located in the northeastern part of the country. And as per Indian Vedas and Vastus, Northeast is the most auspicious place. Northeast is the place of worship. Northeast is the place of God. Northeast is a space of spirituality. So why will Northeast be ignored time and again? whether it's the Congress when they were in the power at the center or it's BJP, has always ignored Meghalaya. Now, why Trinamool Congress is different? And why Trinamool Congress is the only party which is taking BJP head on? You have seen the results of Bengal. BJP put its entire might, vigor and strength. Every day people from Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, rather the big top brass and the honchos of BJP were traveling back and forth, and the entire BJP juggernaut was at work to oust Mamata Bannerjee and Trinamool Congress from West Bengal. But Trinamool Congress is the only party who showed them their place, who showed Amit Shah his place, who showed every BJP leader, including the BJP national president, his place. We know how to take on you. We know how to take on you head on. And trust you me when I say this. When Trinamool Congress has entered Meghalaya, Dr. Sangma, Mr. Pingrove and every MLA, when they decided that we have the fire in our belly and we want to take on the NPP government and we don't have the platform, they all came to Trinamool Congress. Trinamool Congress is just the platform. I assure you that in the 6 months when you have a new government in place, Meghalaya will rule Meghalaya, Bengal will not rule Meghalaya. Can any BJP leader will have the guts? I challenge them on record. You have live cameras here. Will any BJP leader in the country have the guts to come into the soil of Meghalaya, hold a meeting in this very particular place and address the crowd and say it or put it on record that Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Delhi will have no role to play in the life of Meghalayans? I am putting this on record. Khasi will be ruled by Khasi, Garo will be ruled by Garo, Jaintia will be ruled by Jaintia, Meghalaya will be ruled by Meghalaya. This is my commitment, this is Trinamool Congress commitment to you. People sitting here are not alien to the state. They come from this very soil. Mr. Pingrove is son of the soil. Dr. Sangma is son of the soil. Every MDCs, conveners, MLAs, member of the Legislative Assembly is a son of the soil. They will work for you, and Trinamool Congress is just the platform. You should be happy to know there are 1700 political parties in the country, not 1 or 2 or 5. 1700. And all the opposition parties are being chased by central investigation agencies just because they are not surrendering to BJP's whims, fancies and desire. Every opposition party in the country are being hounded by agencies like CBI and ED. We are also being hounded. I have been interrogated so many times. I have been called to Delhi. I have been summoned for hours. But the only difference between Trinamool Congress and other political parties, or when you call Trinamool for an investigation and when you make sure that the CBI is being put behind a particular person on Trinamool Congress, we are doubly determined and resolutely firm in our fight against the autocratic forces. We will make sure that the more CBI chases us, the more ED chases us, the more our workers will hit the ground and make sure Meghalaya and every BJP ruled state in the country for that matter is freed from BJP's autocratic rule. Trinamool Congress is the only party that has defeated BJP with such an overwhelming mandate. We are the only party who took them head on and showed them their place. Now every member of the MDA government has flocked together just to get a piece of the power pie. I want to thank the people of Meghalaya. Ask me why? Why? I want to thank each one of you. Because Meghalaya is the only state in the country, only state I repeat, Meghalaya is the only state in the country which has exposed the unholy nexus of BJP and Congress. Where you have 5 Congress MLAs, 2 BJP MLAs, and NPP MLAs, UDF MLAs in an alliance to rule the state. Unbelievable. Where Congress is supporting BJP, BJP is supporting Congress. NPP is supporting Congress, Congress is supporting BJP. We used to study in childhood in maths, A equals to B, B equals to C, thus A equals to C. The same formula is applicable for Meghalaya. They have exposed themselves, who have cherished the hard-brought statehood, are suddenly being made to live as residents of another state. What can be more shameful than this? Residents in border villages have faced brutally from the Assam police. They are facing brutality every now and then. Is this what the people of this great state deserve? A government that has little respect or no respect for its land is not worthy of holding a position in power. All this was done to please the masters in Delhi. Have you seen his body language when he meets the people in Delhi, when he meets the BJP's top brass? He's like this. Meghalayans has to be like this, not this. He's a chief minister who has been elected by the people. You're carrying the aspiration, hope, and respect of 35 odd lakh Meghalayans. Is this how you bow down to BJP leaders? Is this what the people of Meghalaya deserve? Is this what you voted for him? Is this what you expected out of him? If the answer is no, then as we speak, as I address the crowd, as you sit in these chairs, take out your mobile phones and note the number. 96877, 96877. Make sure every Meghalayan is associated with Trinamool. Why I am asking you now? Because Meghalaya is facing a calamity. In this time of distress, we need every people of the state, every brother and sister who wants to work for the people. This is the platform. Trinamool Congress is the party which is of the people, for the people, by the people. Take out your phones, ring up and get associated with Trinamool Congress now. And in this time of distress, we have to make sure that we stand by every Meghalayans. Relief packages are reaching to them at the right time. We have to make sure, our volunteers have to make sure that we are able to stand by them. Doesn't matter whether the chief minister stand, whether any other minister stand, whether any other political party stand, Trinamool Congress has to stand. Because as I said, Trinamool Congress, you will not find us in your times of joy and happiness. We will stick with you. We will stand with you shoulder to shoulder in the times of distress, sorrow, and when you need. And as they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed.